Hey, I'm live. It's Ashley Noel here. Um, so I like am I don't know, I'm like really surprised, grateful that so many people um are interested in what I have to say. I guess that's what it means when people are subscribing to you on YouTube. So I want to. Oh, hey, it's Daphne. Daphne is a wild child. Hey, girl. I love your videos. You know what? Maybe I should intro this with, "Hey guys, it's just another YouTuber here talking about my favorite YouTube, content creators." I literally am just a YouTube junkie. I I'll just tell you a little bit of background. I didn't even, hey, vegan comedy, hey, I didn't even have the internet like accessible to me until after high school, probably in the year 2000, 2001, 2001, something like that. I didn't warm up to that because we didn't have any resources like that at my house. Single mom, you know, not even paycheck to paycheck. It was just like literally support check to support check. College not in the cards. My mom wanted me to go on like SSI, which is like disability income as a kid. Like as I was nearing adulthood, it was really really hard to kind of stay out of the system. Anyway, didn't have the internet until I was like well out of high school. Thanks for the thumbs up. And my brother used to watch a lot of like the 9/11 conspiracy theory stuff online, and he was really into like Tony Robbins and all. He was really into young, all sorts of philosophy and psychology stuff online, but he did teeter on conspiracy. So I was always like, that stuff, like YouTube sounds so crazy, not really interested in it. So I actually ended up getting really involved in a YouTube series done by Stefan Molyneux, from Freedom Main Radio. And if you guys have heard of him, he's been called a cult leader. He's been called a manipulative, self-proclaimed philosopher who steals people's theories and the like. But I got a lot out of getting involved. So I was basically internet savvy. Yeah, I have listened to him for years. Yeah, definitely. His philosophies on child rearing and child development and psychology are on point, right? They ring true for me. Cleavage. Sorry, I have to go and like hit a meeting at work in like a couple minutes, but I just wanted to put like my thank you out there for you guys who are just like interested in engaging with me on psychology, and philosophy, in relation to self-esteem and of course food culture. Oh girl, you think I look sexy? Thanks, Daphne. How about these sexy creatures over here? They are actually modeled after a man and a woman. Is there like a distinction between the two? I don't know. What about theology? So his method. Do you mean in terms of Stefan Molyneux theology? Like my personal experience with theology? My personal experience was, I was steeped in. I was just steeped in politics, family politics. I was steeped in family politics most of my life. We had no sense of religion or spirituality until my dad was diagnosed with brain cancer. And then my mom was studying holistic theology at the time. So her philosophy around life and death was embedded in her pursuit for perfect health. So I know that she was trying to live forever at the time, and we didn't explore God or, what we believed in terms of like life after death any further than, we'd be in the car and my mom would be like, so do you believe in heaven and hell? And I'm like 8. Like, no, I don't know what to believe. So up in northern New Jersey, living forever is transhumanism. Yeah, Daphne, actually, I wanted to make a point about the recent Alex Jones purge. Your father sounds like an amazing person. Okay, so every person is dynamic vegan comedy. Everybody is dynamic. My father was, he was from the South, and my mom was from the North. They had absolutely they had like nothing in common other than they found each other in Manhattan. They actually got together the night that Son of Sam was running rampant around New York City, apparently, the blackout of 1977. My dad drove my mom around on a motorcycle throughout New York because she was visiting his roommate at the time, and then my dad had a motorcycle, so of course, and she looked like the victim profile that Son of Sam was like after. So my dad was being a hero and kind of like, driving around the darkened city with her all night. Anyway, that's the romantic story. But I wanted to get back to the Alex Jones thing. My boyfriend, he entered a contest, a film contest several years ago before I even knew him. It was like the year before he and I met. And he entered a contest with a piece called State-O-Masochism. I don't know if you were part of that whole contest or anything like that, but the fucked up thing is that he won fan favorite. So he was looking forward to like a $10,000 film grant by Lionsgate, like something amazing. You should check out his film. His name, I don't know if I should even like say who he is. I'm like scared. Do you see this? Like this lack of my autonomy is kind of threatened. It's always felt that way because my dad wasn't in the FBI, so it always felt like things were being monitored and things were being like scaled down into like digestible pieces. Don't be scared, Daphne. I know. I ate a lot of raw meat this last week. I wasn't scared of that. That was interesting. I was like, do people want to see that? Anyway, that's what happens when you get subscribers. I think you're like, what do people want to see? What are they watching? What do they care about? I decided to do this. I'm like going to be late for my meeting, but I just wanted to say that, like going back to the Alex Jones thing, my boyfriend had this amazing interview with Alex Jones's, one of his like, assistants. I forget what his name was. Something, I forget. He had like curly hair. Anyway, they took down his interview. He had an amazing interview. So his art was affected by this Alex Jones purge. Funny and fucked up thing is that the film that won the contest was called The Purge. But my boyfriend, he touched on like GMOs. He touched on false identity in this piece that he did. It's only about 9 to 10 minutes long. You should check it out. He did a really good job. State-O-Masochism. And okay, so I'm not really like I wasn't grown up with the internet, but I was grown up with a dude who was really, my dad, he was really protective of us. I think he did a lot of the like child kidnapping and stuff like that, but he was also like I did a Steemit post on this. He spied on spies. So dynamic though, because the dude was not a perfect father, okay? Like, and he was sick with brain cancer. So he did a lot of insensitive things. And I think that a lot of my psychological and my theological, my theories on all of this stuff come from what I was focused on at the time when I was a kid. And what I was focused on was the dynamic in my family. And I could show you guys pictures of how I was losing my identity as my family was more and more torn apart. I totally lost my identity. I used to look like a little boy. I think I was being kind of groomed to be an SJW because I used to, call my soccer coach sexist. Oh, thanks, Daphne, for the hugs. I used to call my coach sexist when he wouldn't put me out on the field. I chopped my hair off really short when I was young, and I used to chase the boys around with my sharp little pinchers and try to defeat them that way. But I quickly learned that boys were stronger than me. So I kind of learned to be a snarky little bitchy, pointy person. And, when when you're just so screwed up, okay, the programming can be androgynous. Yeah, to be androgynous, it's so strong. It is so strong. As you can see, strength in your opinions and in your identity is something that is not appreciated in society. Trust me. You know how I've lost jobs over protecting children from physical abuse in public. How did you break the conditioning? I broke the conditioning. Well, my father died, and when he died, all I had was, oh, shit, I'm gonna be so late. Oh, I hate this. When my father died, along with that went my need for masculinity, my kind of modeling. My modeling was after men because what I saw as a child was money came from men, stability came from men, seriousness and structure and stability came from my dad, which also meant the government, which also meant that I was kind of in a status mentality, and that I was in a program of entitlement. So what broke me of that? What did break me of that? Holy crap, I don't know. What the hell broke me of that? Okay, when I got married, I got married to, we should let you go. Okay. Dude, I didn't know you were a moderator at Primal Edge. That's awesome. Daphne, good for you. Way to get involved in the community. But yeah, I gotta run. But I just wanted to say that when I got married to a minority. He was Latino. And I saw that he was entitled to a lot of things that I felt that I was entitled to as well. I'm not going to talk about flat earth. No, sorry. I don't know. But I will say that when I saw the hoops that he had to jump through in order to get a kidney transplant, I was his donor. I realized that his parents didn't know me. I realized that my mom had been in that mentality all her life. And my mother's parents were immigrants from Italy and Greece. And they were part of government programs. They were, they got entitlements to start businesses. My grandfather, he was on Social Security disability. That's where my mom got the idea of being on disability when she was a teenager and wanted to put me on disability when I was a teenager. So I was wrapped up in entitlement since birth. Okay. So when I saw this in the minority population, I was like, wow, I have to kind of, I have nobody to fight anymore. We're fighting for the same thing. And we're actually not fighting. We're just kind of grasping for the little bits that are our parental, authorities were kind of throwing at us. And that's when I realized that everything that I had to do in my life was going to be a grassroots venture. And I raised a lot of money for our kidney transplant, and I worked my ass off for that. And I realized that and the whole green card thing, that was a total scam. Watching how we did that, how much money we did to put that through, who we had to speak with, who they were affiliated with, how dodgy and sketchy it was. Yeah, I gotta get the hell out of here. I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you so much for your subscriptions. We'll see what happens. I don't know. The purge. So, say goodbye to my friends. Bye. He has no head. How many of us do? All right. Thanks for your time. See you guys later. Aw, you're sweet, Daphne. You're firecracker girlfriend. You sexy lady. All right. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.